You gonna be doing this the whole time? That's fair. Okay, there's your spot. Alright, so in case you're watching this after it's recorded, today we are making the Maisie handbag by Swoon Sewing Patterns. Oh God, Ben. And we're gonna be making a few changes to it. Can you go to your spot or not? Go on, go to your spot. There you go. Keep one more step. Oh my God. Get in the bassinet, Ben. Can you just go to your spot? No. Okay, he won't do it. So the changes I'm making to this bag is it is not going to be a drop-in lining. And I'm going to be playing with the piping. I bought this upholstery plastic piping and I've been using it a little bit on the Lolas this week. And I kind of wanted to play around with how to actually use it best for this bag because I can't really sew through it. It's like a thin plastic. Hi Lauren, you have totally got my sewing itch itching. Oh, thank you. Hello everybody. Aslan watching you for the first time from TV. Aloha from the big island of Hawaii. Hello. Yeah, I figured I had makeup on. The bags are cut in interface. I'm gonna sew anyway. Used it in the Betty. Oh, nice. But you did you sew it in your seams or did you kind of like cut it and glue it and stuff? Don't put it in your nose. I almost put it in my nose. It's damn hot here. Oh, sorry. Messing with my stuff. Okay. Hey, thanks. Hi, Kathy. All right, so I will be moving the camera angle. I just wanted to show that I can look like a decent human being, but I don't have to always look like a decent human being. No, I don't have any discount codes for Bodio because their prices are actually pretty good without, but never hurts to ask, right? So this isn't going to be like a super chatty video. I don't want it to get too long, but thank you guys so much for being here and watching. It's always fun to show you guys what I'm doing. Just gonna put on some music. Okay. You always look great. Debatable. Yeah, okay. Leah, not Leah, this is my new iron, but I don't love it. Oh, question? Okay. Because I'm gonna move the camera so I won't be able to see as well, but I still will be looking. Oh, cool, Brenda, that's awesome. Yes, Cheryl, so I'm obviously married. I don't wear my wedding rings a lot, one, because I work from home and I forget to keep them on. After a long day, my hands get really swollen, and I've actually had a ring, one of my rings get caught in the thread uptake, and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't wear these while I'm sewing. Yes, I do ship internationally, so I'm gonna keep them on. I don't plan on getting that crazy. I feel fancy when I wear them, but I usually don't. All right, so I'm gonna start off with my handles. Let me know if you guys need me to change up the, yeah, I love them. Let me know if you need to change the angle. So I'm not gonna deal with the piping just yet. I'm gonna get everything else ready. This time I'll pull over this side. So I actually kind of want to have 2 different times that the zippers will go live just for people who can't make it to the first batch. But hopefully that's going to be Friday. Maybe we'll do like a 2 p.m. and like an 8 p.m. or something like that. Oh, Cheryl, there's not much to it. You'll be fine. And don't feel like you have to be a moderator. You don't have to be. Oh, Cindy, that's awesome. All right. Hi, Mopsy. Hi, Krista. I love my chair. Just watch out for those orange door hinges. Yes, and I'll definitely like post another video about when they're gonna go live and whatnot. We don't have as much as we did last time, especially of like rainbow and whatnot, but I'll of course restock after the Chinese New Year. I feel like I was gonna talk about something, but now I don't know what. So my handles I cut to 20 inches. This is what I was cutting the Lola handles to, and I really seem to liked it. I seem to like it. Hi, Bashara. Aw, hello, Jan. I'm sorry you can't sleep, but I'm happy to keep you company. The vinyl I'm using is a leather-backed vinyl from FM Stores in Springfield, Missouri. I love this color. It's like a cool toned brown with almost like a gold overspray type looking thing. I could just be making that up, but it's really pretty. Feels nice. So for interfacing on this bag, I have interfaced linen cotton canvas from Spoonflower with a layer of woven fuse, a layer of Decaville light, and then I will be glue basting foam to it. These are the connectors. I added a strip of Decaville light. So leather backed has this kind of a texture to it. It almost looks like a cork board. So hopefully that kind of helps. Hasten, hoping she will upload zippers soon. Yeah. Hey, Brittany. Yeah. Okay. So the double-sided tape is from waywack.com, and it is 1/2 inch wide leather tape. If you just type in leather tape, you'll find it. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep all of these while I'm here. I'm just adding like a 4-inch piece of double-sided tape to the center. Yes, I will show you the back of the vinyl again. So like I said, it kind of feels like a cork board, or it looks like a cork board, but it doesn't feel like a cork board. But it's a nice thickness. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. Anyway, so I'm folding those notches of these connectors into the center along that 1-inch piece of Decaville light. So that's really creating this nice crisp shape. And of course, stabilizing our connector so that the weight doesn't like rip or tear it over time. Where did you get the hard plastic pattern pieces? All the templates that I use are from topsandbobbins.com. I don't feel like the leatherback vinyl stretches easily. And I think I'm going to work on a blog post on my website with like my favorite links and coupon codes and stuff like that, just for people who watch and aren't sure where the description box of the video is. Although, now that I think about it, I don't know how people would get to the blog post if they don't check the description box. Hey Sam, how's it going? Okay. So let's fold it over. I shouldn't have. FM does have a lot of leather-backed vinyls. That's my favorite place to go for them. All right, so stitch length of 5, going down all 4 sides of these handles. I'm using a brown thread. It's from Superior Threads. It is bonded polyester Tex 92, but I like to get my thread from Sunny Sewing Machines. And I use their bonded nylon and bonded polyester. Ooh. Shannon asked, is there a reason that I chose a heat press over a steam press? I had a heat press because I do some heat transfer vinyl stuff. So that's why I chose it, because it's a multi-purpose. But a steam press will work as well because you can choose to not add steam. So that's my only reason. I do not sew in my garage. Bashara, I am currently listening to just like a playlist on Spotify, but it's a song by Bozzy, Paradise. And it's actually not loud enough. There we go. Okay. So this panel has a little bit of Tandy marking pencil on it. It won't come off, but I don't know. Maybe I'll try again. Well, no, it's not coming off. Tried an eraser. I tried a lot of things, but it just didn't work. I don't really have any Goo Gone, and I haven't left the house, and I'm like, I want to make the bag. It'll be fine. Oh, Trish, your iron just broke. No. What do you like to drink when you're sewing on a Saturday night? So I actually don't drink alcohol. I never have, and I probably never will. So just water or soda. I'm not against those who do drink, though. It's not like a religion thing that I don't drink. I just never did. Okay, so top stitching over, yeah, sadly FM store has no online store, but you can call them to place an order. Okay, so we're just top stitching there. Oh no, Trish. Ugh, that stinks. I'm so sorry. So yeah, this is the Technisport chair. They've got pictures on the website. They have like an affiliate thing, but I'm too lazy. I'm pretty sure that's why I don't drink much anymore. Spend too much money on sewing. That's funny. Oh, hi Donna. Oh, hi Fia. I love the zippers I receive from you. Gunmetal teeth are my favorite so much that I don't want to use them in anything unless it's for me. Aw, I'm so glad. Yeah, I pretty much wanted to do like a small run first to make sure people really liked the quality of them, and then figure out how to proceed. That would be best. But I think the packs, you know, selling in 2-yard packs seemed fine. Nobody really had an issue with the pricing. That it seemed you're going to get a lot of use out of that. And they're such unique colors that it's not necessarily something you'd want every single day. Oh, hi, Fia. Yeah. I'm so sorry I didn't message you today about your order, but I promise it'll be perfect. All right. What does this bag look like? So this is like the main shape of it. And then here, it's like a really cool bowler bag. Okay. So I'm gonna add my 1-inch square rings. Hi, Eva. So you want to fold it over about 1 inch because you want to still see some of your stitching. This was a bag of the month bag. Mopsy, you don't tell me the numbers. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know that I need to try different bag pattern designers. There's so many amazing ones. I'm just like so used to the way Swoon patterns are and like how quick they are for me. So that's something I'm going to try and do this year. Since I don't have a show until July after the one in Chicago, I'm going to try to do some different patterns. Oh, yay. I am a creature of habit. Yeah, it's so true, Cindy. I like to stick with what I know. I know how to make these. I don't have to read the patterns, but every once in a while I'll be like, you know what? I want to do something different. All right, so what I'm doing with these llama connectors is just making sure that they are the same size and they look pretty good. So I'm going to grab my main panels now, and I'm going to use, again, that live video that I did with Nicole of Sonar. I'd go to Lauren Con. No, can't. I would never deal with that. And I think you get used to how different people, write their patterns. It's so true. So I'm just going to add a little bit. You don't want any big clumps. I'm just kind of squeezing it out and like swirling it around. I actually, no, Stephanie, it's for a Comic-Con. I bought the dandelion double zip literally the week it released several years ago. I printed it out. Have I ever made it? No, absolutely not. I love this combination so much. I'd fly to the US for that. No. When is my show? It is at the end of February, beginning of March. It's called C2E2. It's a huge convention in Chicago at McCormick Place. And so many people have like, okay, can you break away for lunch? Like, no. Sorry. I would love to, but it's such a big show. Kira, I always say that, but right now it's okay because I'm not doing much. So this is what those connectors look like, and I'll top stitch those on in a minute. Sam, exactly. They'd be like, wait, what? Can I come too? Sam, one day when I was live, you asked me if I could get any machine, like, what would I get? And I think I would get a pink 1541. I think that would be my dream machine. I just have no room for it. You'd have to tell them no. Me too. Sign me up. But like a pastel pink, not like a bright pink. I have no room. Maybe if I got rid of my TV. Oh, Ben, you found your spot. Good. The main fabric is lined with Woven Fuse and Decaville Light. Yes. One thing I love about these connectors too is they're not idiot proof, but they're so easy. Yeah, Sam, I would need that. Yeah. And then Decaville Light is actually sold by Serial Bag Makers, who I believe is in Belgium. I'm not sure. Does it hurt your arm cranking the Juki? No. Okay, so now I'm gonna sew these on, and I'm gonna concentrate. Admins, keep us safe, okay? I'm trusting this in your hands. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. Okay, okay. I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay. Perfect. So I'm starting with the outside edges. My stitch length is set to 4.5. You could even add piping underneath this pattern piece if you wanted to. I'm going to come up to where I started stitching by about 2, get as close to those connectors as I can. I'm going to come across, and then to back stitch, I'm going to add this piece of leather. I did read that comment. The only reason I'm hand cranking is to control my speed. Honestly, I just hold my hand on it. I'm not necessarily hand cranking. Like, my hand is on it because I can grab the flywheel to stop the machine and kind of slow it down when needed. And then if you're hand cranking, make sure that your knee lift is up at least a little bit. Yes, the Woven Fuse and Decaville Light could replace the foam interfacing, but I like the padding that foam gives. So what the glue is doing underneath that we added is keeping this vinyl piece from shifting as we're sewing around it. So it's pretty nice. I'm glad she reminded me that it's a useful tool. All right, so far this is looking awesome. So then we're going to add rivets right there to reinforce those connectors. How often do I oil my machine? No, the vinyl did not cover the ink markers. Bummer, but it is what it is. Tammy was tracing them out and she thought it would come out and it didn't. She was very sorry, but I mean, it's fabric. What can you do? We'll just sell it at a little discount. It might wear down. I change the oil completely once every year, and I do it myself with the help of my husband. I've honestly never had this machine service in the 3 years I've had it, because I bought it from Amazon, so I had no support. I didn't buy it from a reputable company or anything that I could call if I had issues. So I've just kind of learned it as I go, and I haven't had any, knock on wood, major issues. But I'm thankful that awesome companies out there do sell these machines that I could contact if I had a problem. Connor. right. And then there's that. I know I thought about using those fabric markers, but I'm lazy. And I'm worried it wouldn't turn out well. So some people for the seam allowance will like watch the needle. I'm watching like the edge of the foot. I didn't try like a kneaded eraser yet, but I will eventually. Hi, Susie. Hello to Illinois from Illinois. That's me. Okay, main panels are finished. I'm gonna really quick add these rivets. Pivot you over here. Okay, I don't like this song. The rivets that I'm using are 9mm with 9mm posts. These are the ones I sell on my website when they're in stock. And I'm just eyeballing where the rivets go because I've attached rivets probably a million times at this point, so I can just kind of eyeball it. Guess you can't really see what I'm doing. Professional. Do I have a schedule, Susie? No, I don't. Not professional enough. Oh yeah, Carol, that's true. Don't use them enough for that. I think, yeah, you can do that. Hairspray? Maybe. So the issue is I tried to get it with water and then I dried it with a heat press. So I like set the ink inside of it. So I may try Sharpie, but I'm worried that that could like bleed onto someone's clothing. So I'd honestly rather be like, hey, there's a little mark on it. Doesn't hurt the bag. Still looks awesome. Might go away over time, but here's $5 off. Hairspray? All right. All right. I'll try it. I used to work PM to AM, but now I work mostly AM to PM. Okay, so now I'm going to fold my hardware down. I don't, honestly, yes and no. So, I'm okay with it. Things happen. They're one of a kind. It's fine. So I'm going to grab my snips. I'm going to mark out how much do I sell this bag for? I think $115, $120. Depends on materials. All right, so okay. So I'm gonna add the foam now and my nameplate. Yeah, Cheryl, feel free. It's pretty cold in the basement. So I could fuse this foam, but I don't want to hurt the vinyl. So I'm just using a little bit of this Fabri-Tac to kind of hold it in place. Tiffany, I mean, when you're starting out selling bags, it is really hard to know what to price because one, you don't have like the knowledge and things take you a really long time and no one's gonna pay hundreds of dollars for a bag that may not last. So I've been making bags for about 5 years now, and I used to charge like $45 for a bag. Even 2 years ago I would charge like $95. But I've learned a lot. My materials are expensive, you know, so I charge accordingly for the bag. And if no one wants to pay it, all right. When I was selling my Victoria's list, they asked me about the price, and I gave the customer a price. Yeah, it always depends on materials for sure. One lady was like, she was very nice about it. She was totally curious. She wasn't like upset about pricing or anything, but she was like, so wait, why is this one $105? I am loving this glue now. Yeah. Why is this one this price and this one's this? And she's like, this one's smaller. And it's like, it's not really the size of the bag, it's what goes into it. So people always ask why I don't make more wallets, because they take a lot of time. I can't get it to work. Size doesn't matter. I did it! Okay. CJ showed me that once, I think. Anyway. Yeah, they don't want to pay, you know? Sometimes you have a customer that's like, yes, absolutely, take my money. And that makes you feel good. But not always. Okay. I want my nameplate to be like in between these two. So there's my center right there. Okay. Rochelle, yay! That's exciting. I meant to ask like what the pricing was. I'm curious if you don't mind saying. Shut up and take my money. Ugh, so true. I have a few that will. Hey, Tom. Yeah. Yeah, Mopsy said some people won't buy if you're too cheap. It's so true. They're like, it's hard. Yep. Okay. Nameplate. So, main panels are finished. I'm going to work on the zipper panel. Oh, well, yeah, I can sew these all together and add like my purse feet and stuff. So, oh, Bashar, that's sad. Lose friends. Silly. Okay, so D-ring attachments. Let me add my purse feet. Yeah, I did say it wouldn't be chatty, and here I am, chatting away. All my friends are here. I have Decaville Heavy on the bottom of the bag. Marking out my purse feet. Why do I use waterproof canvas for my linings? It is waterproof, which is awesome. It does not require interfacing, which is even more awesome. And when you tell people it's waterproof, they think it's awesome. So, just my personal preference. Oh, hey, Amanda. Cleaning and organizing is very important. Yeah, people don't understand like how time-consuming embroidery is. I used to do embroidered hand towels. People would be like, well, how much? But I also digitized my own files. All right. Oh, inspection Tuesday. Not fun. I don't usually, I mean, for zipper pouches, I use just regular quilting cotton, but the waterproof canvas is really nice. I can not charge less necessarily, but I don't have to charge as much because the time spent interfacing the lining, you know, is time. I definitely don't charge for my bags based on materials. Like Fia, for your backpack, for example, yes, this is duct tape. And this is just reinforcing the purse feet, and it is protecting my hands from being cut. $7 for a wallet? Oh my gosh. Gosh. Yeah, prevents from cutting myself. Like the zipper by the yard you wanted, I didn't have. That's $11. The vinyl you wanted, I didn't have, and now I have to order the waterproof canvas. So that's almost like $40 of materials alone. So, you know, it's one of those things, it's hard to charge based on materials, because if it was materials plus time times 3 or whatever, like, that's almost $200 for a backpack. No. $90 shipped. Yeah, that's pretty cheap. Doesn't have to be heavier fabric. It can really be whatever you like. You're the one making it, you know? Okay. Bottom is done. I will sew that on in a second. Right now I'm preparing my D-rings. I like to use 1.5 inches wide by 4 inch long for the D-rings for the bag. I charged $115 for my Tinkerbell. Oh my gosh, no, I didn't mean to say it like in that way, but just to give other makers a perspective, like, I'm fine charging that. But I'm really excited to make it. It's going to be so pretty. And I will do it live. I know you requested that, because I think that's super special too. Like, I literally get to watch someone make this thing that I own and use. Like, it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's hard to know what to price. Literally, I had to piece it all in at the end. 2 days of work. Insanity. Yeah. People don't get it. Alright, I'm sewing along both sides. Skip this song. What? Much better. Fia ordered hopefully I'm saying your name right, she ordered a custom backpack with this really pretty floral fabric, and it's going to be this gorgeous, like, I think it's, yeah, it was called putty vinyl. I'm excited. Okay. So I'm going to sew these together. I have a very thin, flimsy, what looks like vinyl. What would I use to interface to make it more sturdy? What would I use to make a thin vinyl more sturdy? You could interface it with SF101. You could add Decaville Light. Decaville Light would definitely help. You could use Decaville Light and foam so that it gives it strength and body. Okay, so I'm just sewing down the center to keep these together. I'll hold on to those. I'm going to attach the bottom panel. Got my zipper panel here. I gotta cut my zipper, add my pulls. All right, so for the bottom, got my stitch length set to 4.5. The foam I'm using is Pellon double-sided, not double-sided, single-sided fusible foam. And the glue that I use to baste it is the Beacon Fabri-Tac glue that my friend Nicole from Sonar suggested in the Peekaboo video we did together. I actually found it sitting on my shelf and I was like, hey you, that I bought from Hancock Fabrics when I worked there, get over here, I'm gonna use you. All right, so I've got that sewn on. I went through the duct tape because it's not going to hurt anybody being there, and it's actually going to keep the tape from lifting. How would I iron it without ruining the vinyl? Vinyl face down, interfacing on top, pressing cloth over that, high heat for a short amount of time. Oh yeah, I do like the glue. I used to make duct tape wallets, that's awesome. Okay, stitch length set to 5. Sewing along the bottom, all the way down. Do I attach to both sides? Yes, okay. I'm trying to like put it together in my mind, so we add that panel. Yes, okay. Yeah, because I can't put, yeah, okay. Can't put it together otherwise. Because we're making this a non-drop-in lining bag. Stitch length set to 4.5. And I'm folding the seam allowance towards the bottom. Okay. I'm going to double check that I've got my center snips made. Yep. Yep. And then I'm going to fold this in half and mark the center here. Okay, get my iron going. All right, snip made. Okay. Zipper panel. So I'm gonna need my lining zipper panel, my exterior zipper panel. No, she cut those. Yeah, cool. I got worried. Okay, that is not a zipper pull, Lauren. Gosh darn it. All right, I'm gonna make my tassel while I'm here as well. I'm sorry, I get a little flustered. Thought it would be fun to have like a really long dangly tassel for this one. So when I make tassels, I'm just using scrap pieces of vinyl, really, just hand cut these long strips. Tassels. Tassels are so, like, they're so easy to make. They seem a little intimidating, but they're so much fun to just be creative with. And it doesn't even have to require any sewing. So I'm gonna grab the Fabri-Tac, I'm gonna grab my screwdriver. I've got my tassel cap here, and I've got my screw hanging out over here. What I'm gonna do with the Fabri-Tac is just squirt a little in the top of the cap. Kind of swirl it around. And it's just one more thing to hold it in place. And then I didn't have a wide, like long enough piece, so I just cut 2 strips and I'm laying them together. You could sew them together too. And then I'm just gonna roll it up. And if it's too thick, it won't fit in the cap, you can just trim down a little. So I'm just gonna trim off this little bit here to start. Try it and yeah, there we go. And then I always turn it the same direction you like swirled it together. Make sure it's all the way in, and then take your screwdriver, go through it. If you're using leather, you're gonna want to use an awl or something, because the screw isn't that, it can't just cut through the leather. It can vinyl, but sometimes leather is really thick, so it has a tough time going through all those layers. Okay. So there's our tassel, pretty quick. I'm just gonna set that over there, grab my zipper by the yard. Oh, hi. So let's see, how long do we need it for this main panel? It needs to be about 18 inches long. And then I need a zippered pocket. Perfect. So I'm gonna grab my little zipper genie to attach these pulls. I'm using the lightning zipper pulls that I designed that are on my website. So I'm gonna add a double zipper to the top. Oh, you little butthead. This one's got a little flaw in it. It's like missing a tooth. All right, well, we'll just cut a new one. Try again. Much better. All right, so then you've added the zipper from one end, and then you turn it over and attach it from this end now. So then you have 2 pulls on your zipper. Ooh, ah. Okay. Oh. Okay, and then this is my inner zipper. That's not where that goes, it goes here. The name of the thing for the zipper, it's called a zipper genie, or it's called a zipper jig. On Amazon they have one. I think they're a little bit cheaper. It was not cheap. Oh, you don't go there. You go up here. Okay. All right. A fork also works, that is correct. So I'm gonna leave my zipper inside for now. I'm gonna iron this one a little bit. Some steam. Nice and straight. Okay. I'm gonna move you back down to look at the sewing machine a little bit better. Okay. So we're gonna grab one of our exteriors. I was using Decaville Light for this piece out of the seam allowances, and then I was like, why am I using this expensive interfacing when 809 will work also? Oh good, the zipper jig. Cool. I might have to get one from Amazon to try out too so I can show people. Because yeah, the zipper genie is like $80 and I don't think that's necessary at all. The website I purchased it from, it was like $40 at the time because I had like referral money. So, okay. All right. All right. So this is not in the pattern. This is making it a non-drop-in bag. So what I've done is the pattern piece has a foam fold line, and that's what I've cut it to. So what I'm gonna do is lay my a fork and our lady boobs. I'm gonna add a clip to one end and slide my zippers down and lay the zipper face down on this gusset. So it's overhanging here, overhanging here. You can baste it in place if you want. I will, just because I don't want it to get messed up. So I'm sewing 1/8 of an inch from the outer edge, stitch length of like 5.5 or 6. Using Ouija board hands on the zipper. Just kind of guiding it where you need it to be. Okay, zipper is basted in place. Going a little bit lower in stitch length. And then I'm laying my lining face down. And then I'm clipping from the opposite side. So we're making a zipper sandwich, clipping it from the lining side, and then I'm flipping it over. And I'm gonna sew about 1/4 of an inch from the outside edge now. Back stitching at the beginning, making sure you can feel your zipper teeth and everything's nice and straight. You're not getting way too close, but that you're not like too far away. It's the Goldilocks just right. Okay. And then I'm going to really quick steam from the lining side and fold it over and top stitch through both the lining and the exterior. I am not ironing my vinyl, only the waterproof canvas. Okay, so then I'm folding this over. Stitch length set to 5 or 4.5. Back stitch. And you want to make sure that you're sewing through that seam so that your zipper is nicely in place. So the reason we cut off the amount of that fold over bit, if you're following the directions, do not cut it off. But the zipper is making up for that fabric that we cut off in the seam allowance. The tape, no, not the tape. The thread we're using is Tex 92. Did you keep the small space foot on your machine? I changed to my normal one. For this bag, I will switch to the small space foot when I do the piping on the bag. But right now I just have the regular one. Okay, so then we'll repeat. Lay my exterior face down over the zipper teeth, lining up the sides. And I'm gonna flip it over. And go back to Ouija board hands. Okay, switch to the gray lining. Lay that down. And then 1/4 inch fold over the lining and press, and then top stitch. Yes, I love these zipper pulls so much. And you want to make sure that you're top stitching through your lining nicely. Make sure your zipper's sitting pretty. All right. So I'll zoom out really quick to show you guys the full panel. Here it is from the lining side. I did not cut my lining smaller, but just with like pressing and stuff, it becomes a little bit smaller, but I'm okay with that because you want your lining to be a little bit smaller. The size needle that I'm using is size 19, and I'm using Tex 92 thread. All right, I'm going to really quick baste my foam to the exterior. Just like art project, glue it. Hi, Dawn. Okay, we're getting close to the time that I can finally play with this piping. I do want to finish my lining before I start that though, because then I can kind of shut my brain off and have some fun. All right, so for the zipper panel, you can interface it with foam, but I like interfacing it with like Decaville or 809. Stephanie asked, when you sell your bags, do you offer any warranty? I don't offer like any official warranty, but honestly, the other night I was thinking, how cool would it be to say like, would you like to upgrade to a 1-year warranty for $10? But that would make me question the, like, the quality of the bag in some way. So honestly, if somebody emailed me and said they had a problem, I would bend over backwards to fix it. So I guess that's kind of my warranty. I'll do whatever I can to make you happy. All right, so your side panel should match up pretty closely up here. Sharon, I love this chair. I warranty everything within reason. Yeah, Christine, I kind of feel the same way. Like if someone says, you know, I've been using this bag for X amount of time and this popped off, you know, I'll bend over backwards to fix it, basically. All right, 1/2 inch seam allowance. What I'm doing is folding my lining out of the way. I'm gonna sew across the seam until I reach my zipper, and I'm gonna backstitch, and I'm gonna lift up and jump over to the other side, backstitch, and continue sewing, and backstitch again. So here's what that looks like. So right now, if you guys are familiar with embroidery, I just have this little jump stitch that I snip. And you can see that now my lining is released. And there's what that looks like. So you can add piping to this seam. I don't. So then I'm going to grab my lining piece, face down, clip it. And again, it should line up pretty well. back stitch, and then fold your exterior out of the way, get as close as possible, jump over it. Okay. And then just trim that one little jump stitch. So now you have your exterior and your lining attached, but these are separate, which is nice. But we have this gap here that we need to sew through. So what I'm gonna do, yeah, real Pamster, it's so cool. I will say that I did not make up this technique. This is from Jessica of Sodakine. All right, so this gets inserted. She did this on a Betty Bowler, and I was like, oh, done. Here. So, through that. And then we're just going to top stitch, like from here to here, and then you can rivet too. And this, you will be sewing through this seam allowance, the lining as well, because you want to close that opening. And you can leave your D-ring up or push it down as far as you'd like. It's personal preference. Stitch length set to 4.5. I'm going to start a little ways past that D-ring. Back stitch, go forwards, back stitch, through that. Okay. So now this seam is fully closed. But again, these can be separated. Cool, I appreciate you sharing it. Yeah, Jessica is amazing, for sure. She's incredible. I used to love watching her live videos. I don't know if she goes live as often anymore, but so fascinating. Okay, so we'll just repeat that on the other side. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with a drop-in lining. If you like drop-in linings, good on ya. I think for some bags it's kind of different than others, so yeah, personal preference, but I find this bag really fun to make without. And I will say, like, it can't be applied to everything. Sometimes it is better to have a drop-in, but it's fun to kind of see if it can be used. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that she doesn't really go live. Hey Bianca, used my highlighter today, thought of you. Thought that was posty. Okay, so my lining is face down, folding the exterior and just sliding that D-ring through. And you don't have to add a D-ring to this bag, but I mean, why not? All right, so I will be concentrating, well, no, I'm gonna do the lining first, that's right. I said that. All right, so here's our maxi pad of the bag finished. Okay. So we've got our taco, we've got our maxi pad ready to go. I'm gonna get my iron hot and ready. Hello, Garth, as we discuss maxi pads. Okay, but it looks like it. Okay, just saying it like it is. All right, so we've got our bottom piece. This is going to be attached shortly. I've got no slip pocket. I may have dropped it. Well, we'll just steal it from this one. Nope. I raised 4 daughters. Perfect. Okay. So I've got a slip pocket here. We're going to start with that. I'm just going to fold one side on the top down and top stitch. Maternity maxi. I wouldn't know, but I get it. Like me personally. All right. I'm going to base this in place along the sides. You can make this a divided slip pocket if you want. Okay, hold please. Have you ever put a slip pocket and a zippered pocket on the same side of the interior? Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. All right, so then we're going to attach the bottom panel to the side with the slip pocket fully. 1/2 inch seam allowance. Okay. Should I? I'm just gonna leave it for this one as one large opening as slip pocket. Trim down the excess slip pocket. The sides here, come on. Okay, and then we'll get our zippered pocket added. This one's going to be standard. The zipper template that I use is from topsandbobbins.com. It is designed by Piera. Does CJ ever sit and hang out with you while you sew? Not really anymore. We used to share a bedroom as our hobby room, so he would play video games and I would sew. So I think he's pretty burnt out on the sound of the sewing machine. But he has hobbies and I have hobbies, and we just get together for dinner once a week. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, the lining is usually the fastest part of the bag. No, after I make this bag, I'm probably going to go up to his office and paint my nails. Oh, thank you, Seabolts. I actually, in the last live video I did making a Lola, I posted a link to really the only foot that I think you would need. Practice, honestly. But these little jump stitch lines here kind of show just the industrial. Yeah, you can email me. I'll send you the link. yeah, the zipper pocket with the canvas, you really want to make sure that you steam it well enough that it's nice and soft. You get those creases. But you want to make sure you don't melt it, you know. Sorry, laughing at myself. Yeah, sure. It's okay. Oh, neck. All right, adding this zipper. It's way longer than I need it to be, and that is okay. I think I'll actually start it without the pull in the way. So right now what I'm doing is lining up the teeth. Oh. Oh, what are CJ's hobbies? CJ plays a game called Warhammer 40K. He has, I actually did a video with his friend Dan, who runs a podcast about tabletop gaming, but yeah, CJ just loves playing tabletop games. And I dabble in some, but I don't have the attention span. Okay, so I've left this little opening and I can slide my zipper pull through. Tabletop games are such a big commitment, yeah. So we have, this is a funny story, but we were at Dragon Con and we were like right next to a D&D campaign gaming. Sewing makeup and board games. Yes, Bianca, we have to get together. If I'm shining, everybody gonna shine. So I'm gonna leave my zipper pocket open. Okay, so I'm using my Come to California. Folding this open. Yes, nylon zipper. Folding that up. Sewing through everything in a U shape, and then when I get to this other side, I'm folding it down as well. And that just makes it so I don't have to fold the bottom. I'll drive 6 hours. Nope, when I go on my world tour, come to Lauren Con. We have cookies and cream, we have cats. All right. Oh, and then we have kids. Yeah, fair. Okay, so now we're going to attach the other side of the bottom panel. And I'm only going to be sewing a couple of inches of it. So just so you guys can get an idea, I'm going to mark it out with this Sharpie. So literally like 2 inches or 1.5 inches on either side. Look at those nice straight lines. Nope. Back stitch, lift up, and we'll just jump over. Back stitch, go forward. So that is where we're going to be birthing the bag through. Hi, Gail. And then we'll sew that closed through our zippered pocket, because this is a really thick bag to fit through this opening versus this one. So our taco, our lining taco, is ready. And now my bin's empty because everything's ready. Okay, we're gonna switch to piping now. Where did it go? Oh, it's just down here. Okay, great. All right. So I'm using this plastic piping. So what I'm going to do is clip this piping. No, I hate this song. You said taco. I don't want this. I got this. Hi, Madeline. All right. So I want to know how, I could use also just a measuring tape, but my piping should come in about 1/2 inch. So I'm just lining it up along the bag for now. If I were using regular pre-made piping, I would not be worrying about this. And I will be making some with regular piping, but I was like, I want to use this for this, but I don't want it to get caught in the seam allowance and look gross. So, oh, okay. Can you just stay there, please? Okay. No, don't move. So I'm gonna cut this and then glue it together the exact size that I need it to be, and then I'll tell you guys the measurements so that someone can message me that measurement. No way like I do. Right there. Okay. Yes, just measuring right now. This one is from FM stores, but pretty much use them from all over. I forget you admins are on it tonight. Okay. 30 plus, that's 40. 50. So 57 inches for the piping is what you need. I'm on the fast PC right now. Okay, so I want to cut this. So that's 30. That's 50. 57. Okay, I almost went 56. Okay, so this right here would be 57. I'm not going to cut it because I have to, like, throw it on the floor. You have to, like, sew it at an angle. Because I want to make it a loop that I can then fold over. I'm going full fancy here. I've never done this before. So, no, you sew it like this. I'm going to cut it a little bit. I'm going to practice. You know that's a cat thing, right? Yeah, exactly, because I am a cat. Okay, I'm going to practice on this little extra piece here. So if I lay that sew it at an angle to prevent. Basically what I'm doing is making bias tape. Yeah, okay, great. So this is essentially what we want to achieve. Extra 2 inches. That's what I cut. Okay, great. So I'm laying them face down, and then I'm just gonna pivot one like that. Okay, that makes sense. So you cut it however wide your piece of fabric is. Okay. Okay, okay. And then you just want to sew perpendicularly. Right now I'm only making the piping. Hey, if I messed it up, whatever, I guess. I can recut it. There's tons of vinyl. All right, trimming that down. Yes, so diagonally. All right. So, oh no, hey, it's okay. It's good to double check me. All right, I'm gonna switch to my small workspace foot, which is U193T. You can purchase this foot from Gold Star Tool. I think it's like 10 bucks. I'm not saying I fully recommend their company because I know they've had customer service issues. I'm just saying you can get it there. Oh, no, 2. They're a set. This is U192T. I don't like 193. You suck. Top stitch the join. Okay. Well, maybe. Right now? Should I? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, show the foot. Yes. So, this is the regular foot. And then this is, yes, this is the one you need. Honestly, this is the only one I ever switched to. They have tons of different ones. They have like left side, right side, whatever. But you want to make sure that you don't set your machine down. I don't need a Teflon foot because this is a walking foot machine. So there's this little lever here. You're going to want to make sure that you click it up when you're not using the machine so that the weight doesn't go. Yeah. Okay, someone said to top stitch this, so I will. I'm pushing the vinyl to one side. And someone said they have trouble with their machine like walking with it. But you just have to get the fabric underneath it first, and then it will walk. But if there's nothing to walk on, it can't move. All right, let's fingers cross this. I plan on gluing, well, I really hope this isn't short. Looks good. I guess I'll just glue these together now and start there. I'll put it at the, so I'm adding this Fabri-Tac to the end, making sure everything's good. I kind of tried to cut this at an angle so that they would join together nicely, but I didn't. I can't remember what the price is at Ooh, Dawn. Good reminder. I forgot her info on my computer. I need to message her. Honestly, I'm just terrified. I would tape them together. Wouldn't that be smarter? But look at this. It's so fun. All right. Yeah, tape would be great. I'll figure it out. It's fine. All right, I'm gonna start by folding this over. And I don't want to sew right next to it. I want to leave a little bit of room so that I can, oh. Okay, yeah. No, I need to put them together first. Yeah, duct tape. Okay, duct tape. Check the bobbin. It's probably true. But I'm honestly okay if it kind of runs out here because it's a basting stitch, so I'll just replace it. But thank you. I'm starting with the ends together because, yeah, that. But it's, now I don't have to worry about it. All right. Yeah, this is fine. Because either way, it's just going to keep going together. All right, so I'm leaving about 1/4 of an inch. We'll lower that foot. I'm just laying it. This is going to look so good. This is like the hardest I've tried on any bag ever. What's wrong with the thread, though? All right. Lauren, check your bobbin. I just imagined you yelling it to me in a good way. Like in a tournament. And you're like, use this. I have faith. It'll work out, and if it doesn't, that's fine too. At least I started with the bag with a little mess up on it. Okay. My needle, probably not yet. It could have just been a weird spot in the thread. I noticed with superior threads, I have some thread issues. I think it's gonna fit perfectly. Maybe. I can always like slide. Oh. Maybe I'll trim it down. It feels like it's 1 inch too long. Oh, not even. It's like 1/2 inch too long, which is okay. I don't think this will be a problem, especially since the piping will be so tight within the bag that like it can't move. We'll see how it goes. I'll clip it in place. If I don't like it, we'll recut it. Hey, there's the bobbin. And then I've got another half used bobbin. Oh, cool. Used to sew upholstery with that piping. Yeah, it was in the upholstery section. I was like, I like this. Yeah. Yeah, it was just like half an inch too long, but I think that's okay. I can kind of disperse that half an inch throughout the bag. Okay. So, I'm just gonna sew this a little bit more. I just want to get a little bit tighter to the piping because I'm going to trim off the excess. There we go. Cool. And that was just really satisfying. I want to try and hula hoop with it, but I'm pretty sure that is like the size of my body. Oh well. Okay, I'm trimming off the excess just a little bit, because you want it to be about half an inch wide, and I didn't cut it straight. Oh. Baby, you know it's obvious. How often do you break a needle? Once in a blue moon. It's very rare nowadays just because I know the limits. No, Dawn, I did not. Oh, yes! Yeah, he mentioned that in a video. That's so nice. All right. Wish me luck, you guys. Okay, so something really important is you do not want to sew through. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. So the reason I didn't sew the piping on first is because I want it to be a full circle. I didn't want to hide it in the ends. All right, so we have to be very, very careful not to sew through the lining. So I'm going to fold this in half and just make a little center snip. And line up my seam. Hold on, let me just check. Yeah, this is like an inch wide. I'm going to trim it down a little bit more. Just because I'm going to cut it to like 3/4 of an inch. I could cut forever. I don't know where beginning and ending is. Boning, yeah, for the Nora. I don't like the boning. The suspense is killing me too. Okay, lining that up. Yeah, this looks great. I have confidence in springtime. And then I'm gonna snip as I go along the curves using these Olfa precision snips. He's walked the other way. I can tell you how much I wish I didn't stay. All right, everybody hold your breath. I will not be checking comments, at least I'll try not to. Honestly, I should have clipped it in place first. I'm sure most people are thinking that, but fearless. Having the walking foot mechanism on the opposite side would come in handy at this moment. I'm sure I have one. I don't feel like looking for it, so I'm just gonna kind of adapt for that on the other side. Yeah, this seems fine. It's a little short. I don't know if I can make up for that. Always get it wrong. It might stretch. No. But I know what I can do. Oh, it's 2 inches too short? Dang. I fucked that up. Alright. What I can do is take my stitches out. Yeah. We're gonna seam rip it. It'll be okay. Because we can make up for that within seam allowance along the curves. Yeah, the piping would not stretch. So this is a risk I knew I would take doing this piping this way. If I were using like a cotton, I would have just sewn it within the seam allowance like the pattern shows, but I was like, I'm gonna try something fancy. So it'll be okay. All I'm doing is unpicking along the curve of the bottom. I'm gonna leave the zipper panel alone. And then I'll clip it. Oh yeah. I threw it against the wall. Well, I really enjoy making the bag. I think it's fun when you, I mean, I guess when you're confident, it's a little bit easier. But either way, I'm still having fun sewing, even though I messed up, so that's what's important. And yeah, I think it is good to see people mess up because you can't learn how to get better unless you make mistakes. So, all right. Luckily, I didn't get too far before I was like, I should double check. So I've kept it attached in the center. So let me like, clip it here. Essentially, yes, we're making a bigger seam allowance around the curves. And that's okay because I can make that up in my lining. Yeah, learned my lesson. I think I have 2 others that I made piping for. So, I mean, really, it's not, I mean, that's bad, but we can fix it, I think. Another thing you could do is just increase the seam allowance of the bag all over. But I don't want to lose the zipper panel width. I'm not mad at that. No, make a new one? I don't want to make a new one. Yeah. I mean, I could just seam rip it from here too and bring it in a little bit. Yeah, make a new one, save it for another bag. Well, I'll seam rip it. I mean, you don't have to add piping to the bag. I just thought like, oh, that'll class it up. And honestly, right now the piping is kind of at like 1/4 of an inch. So I'll clip it on using a little bit wider of a seam allowance, and we'll see how that goes. Luckily, this seam ripper is super sharp. And honestly, I'm not frustrated yet. You guys might be frustrated. But I'm not making a new one. No piping on the curve. Meh. I'll make it work. Designers, make it work. All right. So I'm gonna move it in all over. I would do exactly, no new one. Yeah, it'd be like, I'm this far into it. It would be either do this or to leave it off for me. Like, I don't want to get the vinyl out. I want to go back to the cutting table. I'm sitting here. I want to finish this bag. All right, just gonna slowly, I need to snip. Whoa. So I'm basically setting the piping up to where it's about 1/8, like 3/8 of an inch from the outer edge at this point. And I want to make sure I'm not clipping through my lining, because I just was. Because at that point, you just gotta bind it to the inside. Which wouldn't be difficult, except I don't want to do it. I think it'll work. Aw. Yeah, the video will stay up, so you can always see me finish it tomorrow. Because this is definitely taking me a long time, and unfortunately, even with that, it's too short on the other side. So, I guess I have to make a new one. And cut it to 59. Because, yeah, it's still way too short. But I had to try. Ugh. I'm like, it's gonna look way too nice. Yeah, Audrey, it's no big deal. Things happen. All right, let's cut a new one really quick. It's not gonna take long. Yeah, the suspense is killing me. Like, will it work? The saga continues. Can you add? Yes, this is for C2E2. Oh, I love chocolate. Okay, could I? Well, I mean, who's it gonna hurt, right? So I get what someone was saying, clipping it first, because then, yeah, so like, yes. So my sister is coming into town. We're gonna go see Post Malone, and I kind of want to get her to do a sewing video with me. Okay. I'm just gonna add another seam. So if I cut this out, I can sew it again. I'm really jealous. So actually my sister got a sewing machine because of me, and she's sewn some things. She's not bad, but she'll be a better PA when she graduates in May. Okay. Where's my little piping snippet? Did I throw it away? Did I put it somewhere? So we need to add 2 inches, basically. So where am I right? Huh. Yeah, it was in the drawer. Oh well. It's fine. Okay. Duct tape. It's fine. Welt cord. Okay, I knew it had a name. Wait, what? How is it? I don't know if this live is very inspiring. Oh, congrats. Of a diaper bag pattern. The time for a change is really cute. I've been needing to make that. Got it. As a mother, I just fainted. Don't use your teeth. Yeah, I know. Okay. Okay. All right. This is like a good old sew whatever video. I don't know how to piece this together. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't know how I'm going to, okay, all right. I'll just seam rip it. Yeah, I should have made a new one. I'm almost to the point where I'm like, screw it, I'm not adding it. Yeah, Cheryl, so true. And honestly, I'm not that worried about my seam allowances being too thick. So I think I'm just gonna sew flat. Christine, just make a new one. Okay, fine. Yeah. All right. We'll go over to the cutting table. Just make a new one. I love it. Lauren, just make a new one. All right, 59 inches. Took me like a shot, but then I could chase you with the cold evening. I'm feeling about it. Okay. You're old news. Remeasure. All right, adding those 2 inches is honestly perfect. So 59 inches is the winning number. To find the vinyl I used. It's over here. Okay, this was the side I used. Go 60 to be safe. Well. Am I cutting it straight? Absolutely not. Homie, don't play like that. What pizza we're working on now? What happened? Your girl messed up. I know I'd go back to you. I like to live on the edge, the wobbly edge. Okay, so this is very long. Very, very long. Let it go. So someone said, don't join it until after. Okay. Ben is bored with my, it's a happy little accent. I'm tempted to do it like normal piping. Okay, we're not gonna join it before. I'm gonna base the piping And I'm gonna leave quite a bit on this end. I also cut it less wide, so I wouldn't have that problem. Charge extra. Alright, somebody said, have you ever purchased pre-made piping? Yes. Clip it all the way around to make sure it's the right size, then sew it on. Yes. Yes. And then I'm gonna leave another couple of inches unsewn down here so I can join them together later. We'll get there. See, now it's like you guys are teaching me how not to mess up next time. Okay, trim this down. Trim it down now. As you expected, I need to make it more. Okay. I want an energy drink. When you get close, then fold it on an angle to close it right. Kind of like a quilt. I just thought I could outsmart it. I don't remember. Is this from the remake? Yes. I was like, what is this on my neck? Yeah, fabric on the bias. If I smoked, I'd need a cigarette. Yeah. Fair. It's fair. Same. Okay. I'm going to clip it in place. We are teaching. We're throwing things to the wall and see what sticks. Yeah, cigarettes are nasty. I mean, if you smoke, whatever. Not my thing. What did you want from me? What do you know? Why just get you? What do you care for me? Okay, but honestly, if this bag doesn't turn out perfect when I'm done, don't throw it against the wall. Hi, Ben. He's playing with the piping. What? Is it okay? Did I mess up? It's okay though, right? Don't get too close. Ooh, I should watch the Grammys tomorrow. Pretty much only watch if Taylor Swift's gonna be somewhere. Oh, Billy's performing. All right then. Start on the straight. Well, actually, it will be, yeah, it'll be kind of right up here. And she's up for 6 awards. That's amazing. Okay, I'll watch. Cheating allegations. Fair. Because I don't have cable. Fair. Okay, well, it does fit at this point, so that's great news. You cut new piping? Yeah, we cut new piping. Y'all were right. Okay. So right now the overlap is a lot. I guess 2 inches, so 57 was right. But this is called welting piping. I might have said that wrong. Overlap? Okay, no overlap. No, do not overlap. I don't want to overlap. I'm gonna do something, and I shouldn't. After you sew the seam, yes. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna trim this down, but by a lot. Mark your vinyl and sew it. Okay. What if I did this? Is it terrible? I don't want to mess it up again. Is it fine? I think it's fine. Okay, we're gonna do it this way. I will cut the overlap. Okay. But sewing at that angle, I'm just like, I can't. Okay. 70% say it's fine. If someone were here to be like, no, like this, I'd be like, okay, just do it. Fold it diagonal. But then I guess I'm kind of doing the same thing. Then I guess I could just sew it. I'm just scared, guys. I'm so scared. Yeah, I've seen bags do it like this. And it's vinyl, so it's not gonna fray. Full diagonal. And yeah, I was gonna add some double-sided tape, for sure. Or I could just sew it straight. It's only a 2-inch angle. Aw, thank you. That was actually really nice. You're in charge. Sew it however you want. We're just trying to help. Bill's not here. Okay. So I'm like folding it. All right. I'm gonna fold it. Okay, nobody watch. Okay. Mark it where they join and then sew it. Okay, great. Yeah. I got this. I got this. I'm confident. I feel good about this. I'm sewing it straight because the bulk isn't going to be noticeable in my machine. Don't cut it yet. Put it together and make sure it fits. Because I sewed... It's good. It's good. Alright, so now I'm going to trim this seam. I was doing like a level 10 wizard move, and I'm only a level 7, so it was a little hard. Alright, trimmed that, double checking again that it fits nicely. It fits nicely. Then I can trim down the overlap on one side. We did it. I may have to buy this bag. I feel invested. Open the seam. Okay. Butterfly. I'm gonna use double-sided tape on this. I'm a level 9 now. I got XP. Okay. I'm cutting these at an angle and then joining them and just double checking. Yeah, okay, great. This bag could frame me for murder. Hey Ben, how we doing? Okay, okay. I feel good. Excuse you. I'm gonna move my lining and I'm going to trim this down. Move. What was gross? I missed it. All right. Thanks, guys. We redid it. Let's get back to sewing this on. All right. So lining everything up. Sewing around, making sure. Oh, a comment was gross, of course. Piping is looking great. I'm feeling a little defeated. But it's okay. also meant to sew this from the other direction, so I guess I'll just baste it on twice. Bobbin's still good. Total victory. Ugh. Yeah, next time I try to make this bag, it won't take me, what, 40 minutes to make piping? Okay. Oh, of course I ran out of bobbin. All right. I'll be like, oh yeah, there's a, why is this bag $400? Bobbin got me. She got me. Right? Okay, so I'm going to sew this one the way I meant to sew it since I ran out of bobbin. I would have had enough bobbin to finish this bag had I not messed up. Alright. Says she could auction it off now. Oh my gosh. How many bobbins? Like 3.5. Piping attached. Alright, so I'm going to zip my zipper. I'm going to fold this in half, lining up my side panels. Okay, I think we might have lost me for a second, but I'm back. And then I'm extending my snips into the lining, the end. Hopefully row out. Girl, fix your internet. Blame the IT guy. Okay, so now we're joining the lining to this here. So we're going to start with the lining because we can shove that out of the way while we attach the exterior. Not today, Wi-Fi. Did I just snort? It's fine. Yeah. Would you ever sew the lining to the bag at the same time, or do you have to do it separately? You have to do it separately unless you're going to bind. I did. I finished Vampire Diaries on Friday, and I don't know what to do with my life. I was like hate watching it, but I ended up liking the characters, so it was very emotional. Like, I didn't know it was the last episode too, and I think that was the hardest part. I was like, wait, is it ending? Yeah. Okay. Yes, there is the originals and then Legacies, and I've been watching Legacies. What is this? I don't like it. I think I need to get music going to get me through this. The song is called Be Alright, which, yeah, I hope so. Ben, please remove yourself. Thank you. So I've got my center snipped along the bottom. So I'm lining up the center of that curve with so right now I've got the 4 points clipped together. Oh, good night. And honestly, you're just gonna keep clipping until it's all together. So it's a lot of clips. I'm really sorry. I want to read the comments, but I also just really want to get this done at this point now. After the piping was like, no. Honestly, that was all my fault. And I should have just started over. You're right. I'm wrong. Okay. So basically you're sewing like from beginning to end, which is kind of cool. You're sewing across the entire taco. Takes a lot of clips. And you can use staples kind of here and there. Yes, I am Central Time. So hopefully you can kind of see, oh, it's 12 your time. Oh, it's 11, okay, wow. Yeah, that's funny. I was like, okay, babe, I'll see you at like maybe 10 or midnight. He's like, okay. So you can see it taking shape. We join the taco to the maxi pad. Oh, it never gets old. Just for me, I'm definitely going to staple when I get to the exterior, but for the line, I think I'll be okay. Everything is fitting magically for the lining, so that's good. Need more clips. And more lip gloss. So whatever way is easier for you, you can sew from the top or the inside. You can sew with taco up or maxi pad up. Will the analogy get old? So here's what it's looking like. This is the shape of the bag. So I'm gonna sew starting here and just fold the maxi pad out of the way. Our timing is off. I ran out of Skittles. Ugh. I used to have gummy worms, but they don't make them like they used to. Did you guys know that the lady who runs Swoon, Alicia, makes like handmade soaps and lip glosses and stuff? Not lip gloss, but she makes cool stuff. I just can't find the words right now. Yeah, Glitz Soap Co. I love it. Okay. Still using the piping foot, yeah. Just because I will need it anyway. Okay, so I'm not using a, yeah, Bath and Body stuff, thank you. I'm I'm not using a 1/2 inch seam allowance, and I'm not using wider, because if you saw my zipper panel, the lining was a little bit shorter. So I'm gonna use like a 3/8 of an inch. Is that smaller than 1/2 inch? Yes. Yes. Guys, brain dead. So keep that in mind. And then I'm just making sure my linings are connected, taking it clip by clip and folding the maxi pad out of the way. Zipper gusset. You know what I mean. This vinyl is not Bodio. It's from FM Stores. So hopefully you can see here how much easier it is to maneuver around the lining while the exterior isn't attached. So I think the first video I made, I attached the exterior first. Big mistake. Oh, now what the heck happened? My lining shifted just a little bit this past. Luckily it's not too bad, but seam ripping again. And he says, how can we be? That's why staples come in handy. So I'm like pinching the lining pieces together with my hands as I go. So if I remove a clip, I just try to make sure that I'm pinching it together. And we're almost done with the lining. I also don't trust my bobbin for the exterior. Okay. Last 2 inches. Perfect. Just put away my quilting. Okay, I missed comments. I'm gonna trim this down and I can keep my eye. Oh, thanks, Michelle. I don't know about this video, but Yeah, I will be stapling the exterior together because you just trim down the seam allowance. And you can actually sew your lining to your exterior on certain points before you turn the bag to keep it from being all saggy. But with waterproof canvas, you don't really get that issue too much. Yeah, this bag, yeah, I don't know. It really isn't that bad, but I have 4 more of these to make. I was like, let's make 5. But I do like making them. And like, they have such a presence. The size of the bag and the shape of the bag just has such a presence that I really like. Karen, we can only hope. Otherwise, you might see me break down and cry. I'm not gonna lie. How many bags total have you made so far of them, or like in general? We're going to pipe all of them. Yes, absolutely. How many hours a day do I usually sew? Really just depends. Sometimes none, sometimes 14. There's no crying bag making. Oh my god, you know, it'd be hilarious if I like clipped it together this way, because it's wrong. But anyway, we won't do that. All right. I like it with the lining tacked in, yeah. Yeah, that works too. So what we're gonna do is kind of regurgitate from the zipper, the lining. That terminology though. Then we all have to join that it's gonna get messy. Right? Oh, good night, So Pink. All right, so I'm gonna start with my 4 snips, the 4 snips of Apocalypse, and I'm gonna clip those in place. You were good at being frustrated and keeping the language clean. How many bags have I made for C2E2? So I have not counted yet, but I want to say we're at like 70. Like, that's gotta be at this point, if not more. You can cuss a little if you have to. Yeah, I don't know. Like, my mom yelled at me once because I curse a lot in real life. And she's like, Lauren, stop that. They're in my back room. Okay, so something you can do instead of stapling, especially right now, is just like, I'm gonna do this really quick because I know these are my centers. I'm just going to add little basting stitches, like 1/8 of an inch from the outer edge, lining those up. And then I know it's not going anywhere. Yeah, sew tacks. Little tacking. So then I know that's in place. But not horrible words. I wouldn't say like I have a terrible potty mouth or anything, but I do curse. You need to go stop making you stop. Okay, so then I'm lining up the centers. I have a feeling with the amount of, like with this really, really stiff piping and the amount of interfacing, I am going to have myself a very little workout putting this bag together, but hopefully it's worth it in the end. Everything seems to be lining up nicely. Excuse you, sir, return. Again, make sure your lining is out of the way. And this time I'm going to be sewing on top of the gusset. I can't remember if I did that last time because I need to see where my piping line is. I probably should have basted around the outer edge to compress that foam, but should be okay. Make sure your piping is inside. Whew. Okay. How have I clipped quadrants at this point? Weird. So yeah, you want to kind of stick the lining inside the bag at this point. Clip along. Clip it good. Okay, I think I'll move you guys in a little bit closer because I can't read the comments. And then I'll just lower the camera while we're sewing it together. Okay, that half of the taco is sewn together. Taylor Swift. Now it's good. Yeah. Hopefully, if I don't mess it up. Anxious to see it done. Just take it to bed. Yes, the other 4, they're already cut out and interfaced. I actually shared them in my story on Instagram at Sewing with Lauren. If you want to come give me a follow. But yeah. Okay. So here it is. Oh. Here it is, it's all done. Please don't catch the lining. I'm just gonna leave the zipper long. All right, I am going to see if I can find the other side. Oh, Jan, that's okay. We'll have another one. No, I don't do lives really over there. Every once in a while like this. Okay, I've got so many feet. Basically, I want to find a foot that goes on the opposite side of my machine. Piping foot? No. Just being in your arms takes me back to that little farm. Are you kidding me right now? I don't have one for the other side? Of course not. All right. Let me staple. Staple. And you would be there too. And change my bobbin. Watching the fire glow. So yeah, what these staples do, they can come out and they can cut you. They're gonna wish they hadn't cut you so bad. But they just provide that extra little bit of security when you're sewing around object. And you don't have to go like completely crazy with your staples. You can do tack stitches if you want, and that would be safer on your body. But whatever. Not gonna be a hand model anytime soon. Okay. You guys take a big breath of air at the moment, because we're all gonna hold our breath. I have not. Can you tell me the distance between the needle and the board of the table? No, actually I've never needed stitches. Okay, I'm gonna lower this just a little bit more and zoom you guys in. Let me move my little rug. Oh no, I don't have a famous sister. All right, you guys, I do apologize. I'm not going to be able to, the piping looks like a glow stick. Yeah, it does. I'm not going to really be able to read comments. I'm going to change my bobbin. Yeah, she wouldn't have lasted. When he's next to me. Thank you, Becky. I'm still wearing the piping. Honestly, at this point, it's a statement. And the statement is, you can wear your mistakes. When you get close, could you glue and down? I am sleeping with this piping, yeah. All right. I need intense music. Let's get some posty going. Find my zen. Okay. There's no good place to start, so just dig in. I think I'm going to switch back to the other foot. I'm not going to be able to get over that piping with this foot anyway, so I may as well have the strength of the other foot on my side. Okay. Yeah. Yep. I don't regret this decision at all. Okay, and then I'm just gonna, are you kidding me? Okay. So, it's going pretty slow over that. I think bobbin is messed up, maybe? Yep, bobbin error. God damn it. Alright, I'm just throwing that away. It was a poorly wound bobbin. So this bag is just trouble for days. That's okay. It's okay. I know the problems. They're just testing me. Oh my god, Ben, you're being the frickin' cutest ever. Just modify. It's a fight, for sure. And so long as I take it clip by clip, should come out okay. Hi, Ben. Thank you. A fight to the end, yes. So freaking true. Oh, hi, hi. Oh, okay. What are you doing? Everything is just coming apart. But that's okay. We'll reclip it later. Honestly, like, it's just a poor piping choice. This plastic piping is giving me some fits. Hopefully you can see it's like coming undone up at the top. Because the okay, I'm like pulling here to make sure it doesn't come undone. Honestly, I'm like, at this point, I should just keep the damn bag. Blame it on me. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Straining to help her. Ugh, I know, right? Yeah, honestly, the foam interfacing isn't what's keeping it hard to sew. It's that piping and the Decoville. Oh man. I have a feeling that my piping isn't going to look very good. I'm doing my best to sew in from that stitch line, but it's not going great. I don't think. Luckily tomorrow I'm probably just gonna do some zipper pouches, and I know I'm good at those, so got that going for me. So as clips are coming out from the sides I'm not working on, I'm not too worried about it. I would be annoyed. times like this, I wonder if a cylinder arm that worked would be helpful, but I kind of feel like no. I wonder if maybe I should have basted in a few other places. That might have helped. Oh my goodness, that bobbin mishap looks disgusting. No, but I haven't messed with it in a while. Yeah, we're 3/4 of the way done. Honestly, this is like what I live for in bag making, is just this like challenge, so that when I'm done I can be like, yeah, did that. Like, no matter how frustrating it gets, like, yeah. Okay, but never again. Okay. Yeah, basically the staples didn't do like anything for me. Weird. My cylinder arm just never worked. The thread breaks before I get anywhere, and it's like it snaps on a screw up above, and no matter how I move them, the screws won't work. So it's just very frustrating. Make that piping in dish. Take it clip by clip, and you can get through it. I could look through the bag to see, but I just can't do that to myself. I'd rather birth it and then throw it away. Ugh. No, I wouldn't throw it away. I'd offer it up to somebody watching for like 40 bucks. Be like, you know the pain that went into it. Just put me out of my misery. Okay, I'm slowly re-clipping. You have to keep a level of zen. I'm doing this. You can feel that piping, and I'm worried that I'm catching it in my stitching sometimes. Positive thoughts. No, I called dibs early. No, don't look. That would be a terrible idea. Thank you, Ben. Okay. I don't have to worry about my bobbin. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry if you heard that. But I honestly thought I was gonna throw up, so I'm glad it was just a burp. See, flex a left. No, the other ones will definitely have piping, but they won't have this plastic piping. Like, I love doing piping on these, but it's that welt pocking, that plastic, that's given me the fussy. Yeah, yeah. Whew. Last few inches. So far, I'm not feeling too confident in the shape of this bag. I have to be honest. Add it to my hardware order. Cotton cord. Yes, the piping with cotton cord 100% will work better. Right now what I'm fighting with is to stitch over that plastic piping. I should have switched to the piping foot, but yeah, we'll see. I'm just realistic. Like, I don't want to get my hopes up, so that's why I'm saying I'm just expecting it to not be great. No! Yeah, yeah. Okay, last centimeter. Okay, got it. Yes, this is welt piping. With all of us helping, it'll be great. Oof. All right, so I'm gonna check my stitches. Can't birth it yet, because I don't want to birth it and then be like, great, great, messed it up. But yeah, my shape isn't great. Okay, so I'm noticing right here, I got a little wonky. Can you see that? So what I'm gonna do is flatten it here and just kind of re-sew over that section. Because I don't want it to look bad. All right. So that was like the one space that I saw. So now I gotta trim it down. So move you guys over here. This bag will need a poltergeist. Okay, so I'm gonna grab an older pair of snips and remove staples. You can trim them out, but this is really close, so I'm worried I can't trim it out. Ooh, ooh, let go, let go. The staple was like, trim me out. All right, rude. Wait your turn. Yeah, I don't want staples. Staples, that was easy. Not sponsored. Yeah. Ow. So what I do with these snips is I'll go in and curve. You could also use a staple remover, the little alligator. Almost done. Still here. I know, now I'm just too impatient. Okay, I got them all out. No, I didn't. Yeah, this bag is gonna need a pulverized. Scissors. So I'm probably not gonna trim everywhere, like at the bottom of the bag, so I'm just gonna trim along the top, kind of like my excess fabric. Because if I trim too much, I could compromise something, just because at this point, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Oof, man, this bag is rough. Oh, I'm so sad. It's okay, Ben. Oh, okay. Excuse you. Sit down. If you're gonna be here, sit. Dude, get your tail out of the cutting area. Okay. I just told the BF to get out because I cannot pause this. I thought I could see light through the bag, but it was just a purse foot, like, gleaming. Besides the piping, what would you do next time to make it easier? Honestly, it's just the piping. It doesn't seem like it, but it is. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you don't like birthing a bag, drop-in lining for the win. But, like, birthing this isn't too bad because we left that big opening in the bottom. So right now I'm just, that's okay. It was my lining, and it's okay. I know where it was. There's a little tear, but it's okay. I can re-sew it. See, this is where it tore. It's okay. Oh, arthritis and weaker hands, yeah. Neat. That sound almost made me throw up. Yeah, like, 183 minutes in, and that's the noise we hear. All right, so it's done. There you go. There's your bag. Ugh. Did everyone crap their pants when they heard the rip? Yeah, the shape is not great. I mean, could have been worse. Yeah, I don't know if glue would work. And honestly, I mean, it's just piping that's not tight enough because I couldn't sew any tighter. So let's sew up the lining because there's nothing I can do to the exterior to make it any better. So to finish the bag, there's my pocket. I thought it was multiple nails rigging. Oh my gosh, no. Luckily my nails have been pretty strong. If you don't drink, I think you need one now. Yeah. Oh, Inga, you missed a journey. Don't ever use that piping again. Okay, so like on some things, I think it'll be worth it, but not on this one. This bag is not in order. I don't think I could ever like play with new things like that. All right. So what we gotta do is find that line where we finished. So we're sewing shut the lining. I'm starting within the seam allowance and back stitching, and then I'm coming forward. Because I had that tear, I've got to sew in from that seam allowance a little bit, but that's okay. I've had worse tears that I've had to fix. Couldn't turn around. We finished the canvas, yes, the glitter canvas. You will have to watch it. Oh, Jacqueline. My screen's pretty blurry. It looks great to me. All right. Hair dryer would help with the shape. So the problem with the shape is the way I've sewn it. Of course. Okay. Sewing this shut. I almost don't even want to put in a label, but I think my hardware will fit. So a zipper foot would have worked had I had it on the other side, but I couldn't find one on the right side. I only have a left side one. So maybe I'll have to purchase, but at this point, I just won't play with this piping again. Like, I don't know that it's really worth it. I think I'll just keep using like a poly piping instead of straight plastic. You beat the paint. Okay, I gotta pause this. It's too loud. I suck at AirPods. So I would have put, yeah, blood, sweat, and tears. I actually have no blood on my hands. Pretty proud. Dude, we haven't even added the straps yet. It was a therapy session for everybody. Okay, you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, it still looks pretty good. So, she's just a little wonky. My taco got a little crumbled. Maxi pad held up pretty well. So I've just got a few little stray threads. Okay. button down my handles. Did I start this bag 3 weeks ago? Because it feels like it. It was definitely teamwork. Goodness gracious me, oh my. Yeah, I honestly don't think that any of her the problems with this bag are too bad to where I couldn't sell it for like 110. Like, I feel okay about it, and it'll have like a crossbody strap. And I mean, like, the interfacing used is what's causing it to be this, like, I don't know, like the heat isn't going to do much, unfortunately. So here it is with 20-inch handles. At least 111. I don't know, like, I can't change that shape because of how it's sewn. So it's just, it is cute though. So there's the side. Look at that though. I think I'm gonna have like momnesia where I'm like, it wasn't that bad, right? Oh. Steam it, it'll be fine, yeah. Goodness gracious, you guys. We gotta rivet those handles on. Slap it. Clothesline for piping. No, I have like a really nice cotton piping. And that'll be better. So let's get those handles on, and then that tassel. Love me a tassel. Grab a standing ovation. Whoop, whoop. He feels your pain. He's just hungry. He's always just hungry. I am not going to touch this bag with an iron in any way, shape, or form because I know I would melt it. That's my luck. That's the luck we've had with this bag. Oh. All right. I'm off to do my dinner. Oh, enjoy. I'm so sorry if this held anyone up from sleeping. Oh, a hairdryer, that could work, yeah. I feel like this is one of those things where people are like, I'm in it now. I'm not leaving till it's over. I'm exhausted, right? Cork piping would be cool, Jan. Yeah, jute. Yeah, I have something similar. Madness and all. Yeah, Ben is always hungry, but here's the thing. They have food. Like, it's right there. He just always wants wet food. It's like, dude, you don't need it. Right? Yeah. This bag kicked my butt. Susie. You can all rest easy knowing the bag is finished. Yeah, cats cry for food 24/7. You're ridiculous. Ban. Connor's not, he's just snoozing over there. I'm exhausted. I too am exhausted. I'm gonna go paint my nails and watch Fleabag. Yeah, Murphy's Law. Whatever could go wrong did go wrong. But we did it. Stop. Oh, that was cute. I want to go to Funhouse Fabrics the other day. Oh, you got to go. That is cool. Judy, so far we've been enjoying it. It's definitely out there, but I really like the actress, and some of the storyline is funny. I don't know. I like the way it's filmed. I'm enjoying it. I feel like I'm not alone. Yeah. I think I'll call this, yeah, I want to. I almost did that one tonight, and I was like, no, I want to play with the piping. I have an idea in my head of how I want to do it. Because the other one, so I have 2 more planned with the plastic piping, which I will not be doing now. And then I have the rest, yeah, 2 with regular, oh wait, no, 3 with regular piping. I don't know, guys, I don't know. But now this bag is officially finished. So here's the size of the Maisie. It's really cute. And this one, even the Harry Potter zipper pulls, you can add the tassel through both to prevent people sneaking in it. I just can't right now. Is it possible to make piping with fabric, rolled fabric? Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't have to be vinyl. I'm down too great. Oh, I can't even get it. There we go. Okay, so you guys can see it in better lighting. So that's just wonky stitching. There's the marking pencil Saga. Not even noticing the line now. Yeah, that's good. So it's not awful. It feels solid, man. Oh yeah. Let's see the inside. So there's my zipper. So it's got the slip pocket. And then the zippered pocket. So yeah, you can see that waterproof canvas, it really doesn't sag too badly. 5 with regular piping now. Yeah, because this bag could take me like an hour and a half instead of how long it took tonight. And then it can be crossbody, and it does feel nice as a crossbody. I can do the slip pocket with sections. I just didn't for this one because I wasn't sure how it would do. I am never making this bag. I promise it's not that hard. Oh, I can't get out. I can't. I mean, you can't fill it with water, but I will say that like water sits on top of waterproof canvas. So let me get a little scrap really quick and I'll show you. Ooh. So this is the waterproof canvas. Come on out. So yeah, it doesn't soak through. But yeah, it would go through the seams for sure. Here you go. Just dump the water all over Ben. He's fine. I want to show you guys some bags I had no trouble making. This adorable Lola. I just finished 5 of them, and I'm really proud. of these, not that, but added regular cotton piping to the sides of this one. It's so cute. You guys saw the, yes, these Lolas are going to C2E2. But this is the piping, that same plastic piping, and I sewed it into the seams and it wasn't terrible, but yeah, it definitely gave me some trouble. So yeah, I'll probably stick with making Lolas. But yeah, I love this one so much with that side piping. And then on the handles, we added it too. Okay, we got to 200 minutes on a video. Do you guys want to see the back room full of bags right now? If Bianca's still watching. Okay, let's go. I haven't been back there. Hold on, let me turn this light off. What at the bottom? Plastic piping is not our friend. That's what we've learned. You wanted to see the feet on the Lola? The bottom of the Lola. C2E2 is a comic convention in Chicago. Alright, so do lie with painting your nails. Okay, so there's the Davina. Emily, a bunch of Emily's I finished recently. The Davina tote we made. More Emily's. 2 backpacks. So many backpacks. Tote bags. A Lauren bag. Harriet. Celine's. Kimonos. Totes. Okay. This is where, okay. Oh gosh, I can't move this. Oh, here's the Emily bag. This one's made with leather. And then this shelving unit is full. Like, I haven't even looked at them. Yeah, we've been really busy. This is peekaboos and bags. This is all peekaboos, bags. So this is my own pattern for the vinyl tote, so I don't really feel like I should share it. Yeah, now we have to pack all that, I know. So this is Fresia's and messenger bags, more backpacks, and then back here, some wristlets. There's a Lola, more backpacks. And then these are the small snowdrops. We just made a few. Oy, oy, oy. How many did I made 8? Of course I made 8. Ben, are you giving the tour? Yeah, so this is what we've been working on since October, basically. And I did have one show. But yeah, then we've got more large snowdrops. There's so much stuff. And then I have to make wallets. I want to make wallets to match a lot of that stuff. So the minis are so cute. I will definitely do a, like, before and after of C2E2. Just to show you guys everything we have. Because once it's set up, I'm going to be like, oh, jeez, did I really make all that? But yeah, I'm going to go paint my nails now. Maybe do a face mask. Because these hands have had a day. To a small store. Yeah, basically, how much inventory would you typically sell? So last year we sold, I want to say like 3/4 of the bags we took, and I had like a huge wall. So I actually did a video. If you search my name in C2E2, I did a video of like before and after, and I was just blown away at everything we sold. I did not anticipate it to be that good, and so many people have emailed me like, I hope you're bringing more bags this year because I am ready to buy, and I was like, okay, I'll do my best. So yeah, hopefully it's a good show. And I'll definitely be posting videos and whatnot and do before and after. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you to everyone who stuck it out from the beginning to the end. Thank you to everyone who gave me pointers. I'm so sorry if you're watching this later and you hate me at this point, but thank you guys so much, and I will see you later.